Joining me now to react, representing Georgia's 9th Congressional District, Congressman Andrew Clyde. Congressman, thank you for being with me. So, you know, Biden is prioritizing everything and everyone besides the American people. We have record gas prices. We have a baby formula crisis. Biden is shipping pallets of baby formula to illegal immigrants, babies at the border. Now, don't get me wrong, we don't want those babies to starve, but why do they get to skip the line? Why are American mothers under his watch having to go drive across state lines to find one bottle of baby formula, and illegal immigrants just have them sent to them by our president?
Addison, it's great to be with you. You know, this is just another example of America second or America last. You know, the Biden administration has time after time proven its agenda to the American people, and that is that they don't care about the American people. And it has caused crisis after crisis. And you mentioned two very, very poignant ones. The energy crisis that Biden, through executive order, he himself has caused. You have the cancellation of the Keystone XL pipeline, like you mentioned, and then you have the cancellation of the oil and gas leases in the Gulf of Mexico and in Alaska, and then you have them disincentivizing the energy industry from investing in new drilling and new oil field exploration by saying no drilling, no fracking, none of this. That means they're going to regulate you to death. So, you know, this is the plan of the Biden administration, and it is coming to fruition exactly as they had hoped it would, and the American people want nothing to do with it. This is absolutely the wrong thing for America, and it shows in Biden's approval rating. Honestly, it should be in the low 20s right now, but this is wrong for America. This president is wrong for America, and you can see it in gas prices every solitary day. You can see it in baby formula too. And they knew about it. The FDA didn't have a plan when they shut down Abbott. They knew what was going to happen, or if they didn't know, they should have known. It's just inexcusable, the leadership, the lack of leadership coming from the Biden administration and all the executive agencies within the Biden administration.
Totally inexcusable. And what makes it worse is the lies that come on top of it. Biden will do one thing, turn around, look you in the eyes, and say that he either never did that or that him doing that had nothing to do with the consequences of what he did. We've seen that with inflation. He says, oh, it's all Putin's fault. We see it with the baby formula shortage. He says, oh, it was totally unexpected. We had no idea about it. I have a clip for you that I want to play of Democratic Rep. Katie Porter saying the Biden administration acted quickly to address the baby formula shortage. Let's take a look at that and react.
What is your message to a mother and a father sitting out there right now saying we're having to mix things together to kind of create our own formula? When will formula be back on the shelves?
Well, I think what the White House has done here is act very, very quickly. And I think we are going to see some of that stress relieve fairly quickly. Part of this, of course, is people are saying, I'm worried I'm not going to find it. So when they do find it, they're buying a lot.
Nice try, Katie, but we just played the video earlier of the HHS secretary saying they've known about this since last year. This is not a secret. They knew about this baby formula shortage for a year now. And on top of that, these people have the audacity to then go and blame the parents for buying too much baby formula, saying that they're hoarding it. Well, yeah, because of you guys, their child faces the risk of starving.
Oh, Addison, you're correct. Now, the Biden administration did act quickly, but they acted quickly to cause the crisis. That's how the Biden administration acted quickly. They have no plan, and, you know, for the excuse to be that the American consumer, the moms and dads, whose first priority are their children, you know, to put the blame on them is another example of failed leadership. When Biden causes a crisis, you know, the shiny object is to distract your attention, is to blame somebody else, and that's just typical for somebody who's been in Washington, D.C. for almost 60 years, and it's just inexcusable. It's another example of failure in leadership, and the Biden administration bears full responsibility for all of the crises that they're creating,
including the gas prices. And I want to talk about that real quick. We're almost out of time. But nationwide, in every state in the country, gas prices are on average over $4 a gallon. Now, JP Morgan estimates that by August, it's going to be over $6 per gallon nationwide. The national average is going to be $6 a gallon by August, says J.P. Morgan. How high is this going to go, and when is it going to stop?
Well, I'll tell you, we have never seen those kind of prices in America. I mean, not in our lifetime, and in fact, not in the history of America. So this is going to be devastating for our economy. This is going to be devastating for the American people. Where are they going to get the money to pay for the additional thousands upon thousands of dollars that it's going to cost them just to go to work every solitary day? It's just inexcusable, the lack of concern of the Biden administration in putting, concern for Americans. They are putting Americans last. They should be putting Americans first. They should be opening the fields. They should be energizing the American energy production to incentivize them, bring them back, because we used to be a net energy exporter. We used to be energy independent. We could be there. We could be there. With the right policies in place, we could. But with the policies in place right now, like you said, we're going to see $6 plus a gallon gas come this summer, and who knows where it's going to be by the time the election rolls around.
Yeah, America First policies are the only way to ensure the best interest of the American people. I totally agree. Well, Congressman
That's
Clyde,
correct,
we're totally
Adam.
out of time. Thank you so much for joining me.
Well, thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you on OAN.